Good morning, everybody out there. It's well, good morning here, so wherever it is for you guys. I usually don't say like good morning stuff because I have no idea when you're going to see this. So, well, it's Friday, I think so. And the reason why I'm coming to you with this Isaiah is we've all heard it. My thoughts aren't your thoughts. All right. So again, guys, I came to faith later in life. So to a certain degree, I'm coming up faster or slower than maybe you guys are. So maybe you guys have already lived this life, but I don't think so, because if you did, I'd see your fruit everywhere. So that's my point is I'm on camera because God is telling me to be on camera. Holy Spirit is talking through me and using Albert words and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm a skin suit here trying to help you guys, and I have a heart to help. So, and the truth is the truth. So a good tree can't produce bad fruit, and a bad tree can't produce good fruit. Right? So if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. So, but what I want to talk to you guys about today, in alignment with Isaiah talking about that God's thoughts aren't our thoughts. You can imagine, I don't want to be on camera right now. I don't want to tell you hard stuff, but I do want to tell you, I'm happy to tell you that I'm here to help. I'm here to help you. And what I don't care for out there is a lot of veterans who, or folks, whatever you want to say, channel people, people on camera saying things that they have predictions on VA pay charts and stuff like that. Guys, I talked to a West Point graduate yesterday. He's almost 70 years old, and he didn't do a career in the Army, but he did his stint, got out as a captain, sounded like, and he did a lot with the acquisitions corps acquisitions with the Marine Corps. So you and I know this, and there's a lot of money out there. We know this, okay? Let me pull this in. I don't care about right now $85 billion that our government left of equipment over in Afghanistan. I mean, I care, but you know what I mean? I'm talking. You know what I care about? You know what Jesus put me in front of you for? You. Okay, same thing I told this guy yesterday. I said, Rick, I love you, man. We're not going to cure the world's problems. We need to, what like in James chapter 3 talks about being calm. Okay, so usually, guys, you see me with my stand-up energy, and I'm so excited to help you, which trust me, I am. I'm like a duck, calm on top and kicking under the water. All right, I am so excited to know that I can help you, but you have to help yourself first. So let me put it to you very simply. There's three truths. One is God's promise of abundance and fulfillment to you. So a little bit of heaven on earth, okay? Secondly, you've already served, or you're serving right now. So you've already earned money. So months, years, decades, it somewhat doesn't matter, okay? So I'm going to brief you on the money slide a little bit today too. That's why I'm putting all the stuff, the truth out there, because nobody's talking about it. Number 3, well, it's harvest time. Right now it's harvest time. So Proverbs says you can't be lazy. So there is not too early, but there is too late. When you die, veteran, military person out there, warrior out there, you are going to leave behind a money hole that is undescribable. So I can't even think of it. So anyway, we're going to prevent that, okay? I'm an I told you so in a positive way, so I'm going to tell you a lot of I told you so positive, but I also don't want the I told you so negative, okay? I don't want to tell your widow, I told him years ago. He's known about me for years, and a lot of people are. A lot of you guys have known me for years. When I go to events, you guys jump out. That's what I was telling this guy, Rick, because he's part of Truth at Work, which actually is funny, but it's Truth at Work is headquartered out of Indiana, but he's now a part of it in the Northern Virginia area. And I told him that I went to AUSA a couple years ago, where there's, if you know what AUSA is, guys, like I said, I go to a lot of events. You don't really see it very well. That's a soft week bag back there, and so I go to soft week every time I can. SAWS Air Force thing every time I can. I don't go to all the things, but I try to go to as much stuff as I can when I can. So it's always God's plan, God's timing. But when I go to these events, these warriors always end up jumping out from behind things, or colonels, full birds and light kernels and whatnot at AUSA, jumping out from behind tables. Oh my God, it's Albert. And I was telling Rick yesterday, I was like, man, I mean, I love that, but it's about that I get to help you guys. Guys, my name Albert means ask Allegra. I have to call her Allegra, else she's gonna start talking. My name Albert means noble and bright. That is to a T. If anybody has ever been named accurately, that is me. Although the internet and little G Google says otherwise about me, here's what big G God says about me. Okay, my name is very, very perfect. So I have a heart to help. I've never been in a fist fight in my life, but I will do crazy stuff to help you. But the thing is, it's all righteous help. But like, that's why I was telling Rick yesterday that I struggle in being a like. So when I go to Soft Week and I go up to Navy SEALs and I hug you guys, I know you guys are killers, okay? And I'm not. And I hug you guys, and you guys hug me back, and you guys say, God bless you, Albert. You're the only one out there caring about us. Keep going. So that forces me, guys, to keep going. All right. So I have to slow down and go, okay, I'm not going to carrot or whip here. I'm not going to whip. I'm going to carrot. Okay. So guys, you've already served. So let's make it simple. It's not hard. And I'm going to use terms like, hey, I'm a knight in God's army. So there's a battle going on and stuff like that. But I'm a knight of, here's how we win. You get the money that you've earned, and I'm here to help you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Good enough for Jesus, right? Good enough for me. So that's what I want to shine a light on. So I know I usually sometimes will screen share with you. So I'm over here looking, and I have briefed the money slide. But what I want you guys to be aware of is, so make sure you're following me on LinkedIn, and because I'm going live each time. I don't say every day because I may not make it every day. But when I go live, I'm going live in 4 places at once. So Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Rumble. So make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing. Get this content out in front of the right people. Okay, there's 20 million of us alive. That's just military veterans currently alive. So that's not even factoring in all your family and so on. So make sure that you're putting this out in front of the, because I help warriors, current warriors, previous warriors, and your families. All things VA stuff and more. So there's 3 levels of money. I'm not going to brief the entire slide, but there's right now money, mid-range money, and long-range death benefit money for your family. Nobody else is out there talking about this, and that's why I'm a for-profit. So I only answer to God, big G God, and our Heavenly Father says, you need to know this stuff. So you need to know that there's right now money. And I know that some of you guys are older and you're like, oh, I don't have kids in college anymore. I'm too old. Yeah, okay, fine. But right now money, you still have, you guys are all worth, non-retirees, you're worth about $5,000 tax-free. That's basic family of 4, $5,000, okay? Tax-free. And that is just the launching point. Make sure you look at the thumbnail. Make sure you look at LinkedIn, Facebook, all the posts that I'm putting out there. I put the truth out there in front of you guys, and I want to get my arms around you in a certain way where we're teaming up, because there's me, there's VA lawyer stuff involved, and so because your VA lawyer will represent you. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a consultant, so I'm a guide. I'm not your doctor. I'm not your lawyer. I'm not the VA. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I am Albert Winks, here to help. Happy to help. So I'm happy to shine lights on stuff and say, hey, man, that's what you've earned. So things like SMCS, which SMC stands for Special Monthly Compensation. The letter S is just a line item. It doesn't mean anything. But I currently get paid that, and that's about $400 a month more. And I know how to get you there because I've done it myself, for myself, and I've done it for a lot of other folks. And I've delivered, again, God's grace. God has helped me deliver to you guys over 3,000 of you killers out there, awesome, love, deadliest human on earth. I've been able to help deliver over $10 billion to you guys, and you still have no clue who I am for the most part, because I think evil is in technology too, and all those algorithms just completely whatever. So that's what I'm saying. It takes 95% of my clients come from you guys. It matters. You matter. You're they usually don't go, oh, I found you on LinkedIn or Facebook or something like that. They'll say, hey man, my buddy sent me you're the guy for my guys. So you're my guy too. Awesome. Teamwork makes dream work, right? Hugs. Okay. Right now, money, mid-range money for your kids in college, long-range death benefit money. And I brief this stuff every day, guys. All right. So I'm not going to go around the horn again, but just you guys are worth 5,000 at least, 5,000 non-retirees like me, $5,000 a month, basic family of four. And that's just the beginning. You retirees, medically retired also. So anybody who's currently retired or retiring, you guys are worth about $3,000 more a month, which is called CRSC, combat related special compensation. And I hear this all the time. Even Rick yesterday was saying the same lines. Well, Albert, I didn't go to combat like you did and like my son did and all that kind of stuff. Guys, no. Again, that's why I use that line. My thoughts are not your thoughts. Okay. My ways are not your ways. So stop thinking that BS, guys. Holy crap. The truth is you served, you earned. You may not have gotten everything. You may, there's different chips, as I say, different poker chips. So I'm from Texas originally, but lived in Indiana for the past 15 plus years. So do I still get all the Texas benefits? No. Do I get all the Indiana benefits? No, but I do get most of it. So, I mean, there's always going to be finer red tape, but positive, but basic family for non-retirees like me, $5 a month. If you're in the reserve, same thing. If you're looking for your way out, your exit strategy, talk to me before you get out of uniform. Part-timers, folks that are in uniform, 18. Again, there's no too early. I mean, I don't want to talk to a 5-year-old, but I can help your depends. I mean, it sounds weird, but there's something there. Ask me and I'm going to give you an answer. All right. But for you 18-year-olds, 19, 20, I know you guys are hard-headed. That's why you guys don't talk to me. But you're going to want to know what I know. And that's to help you guys with your, set you up for, again, I'm looking at my screen over here, but there's things out there that you have no idea of. So you're worth about $5,000 a month, non-retired. Let's see what else we got in here, like Voc Rehab, which is, I know it's called VRE. A lot of it stands for is Voc Rehab and some other stuff. So Voc Rehab, that's what the government does. They change names. That's all the government seems to do. They change their own name so that they can rebrand and make money and blah, 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 and say that they're helping you. No, they're not. No, they're not. Okay. Anyway, that's why my clients start with me and stay with me for years. They send me their family tree, their work tree, all that stuff. So, all right. Voc Rehab. Yes. SMCS. Yes. CRIC. Yes. Student loan removal. Something that's been around since the 90s and nobody seems to know about it. It's a student loan removal. I don't know the name of it because the name probably keeps changing. I just know it's there and I know how to help you with it. Property tax reduction or removal. Back pay. I know people lay out their big giant back pay. I heard some guy on an ad say that people are missing out on $100,000 worth of back pay or something. I've never had that to be true. I've had clients get large money, but what is large money? $2,000 maybe large, 20,000, etc. So, but I do know the difference. That's why I put pay charts out there. I do know that even if you come to me with 90% and you say, Albert, what's the difference between 90 and 100? Well, I'll tell you that I was at 90% for 5 years and I did not know this stuff. And I served twice, 10 years solid over a 16-year period. Do you know what I know? Pay charts, flight pay, jump pay. I didn't have all those, but flight pay, jump pay, COLA, all that stuff. I stared at pay charts. We all did, right? Sitting around doing nothing. Every time that somebody puts out some kind of new content video or whatever, you're like, oh, well, I'm a Texas, Florida resident, whatever, California resident. What am I going to save? What am I going to make? We do that all the time, guys. Like you and I know this. Ears to hear, eyes to see. Yeah. But for 5 years, I didn't know what 90% meant. And I didn't know what 100% meant. And nobody was going to tell me. So that's why I'm telling you now. So 90% to 100, basic family of four, today's dollars is $1,600 a month raise. Plus life-changing. Once you hit that 100% permanent total, which I'll talk to you about that if you want to talk about that. But 100% permanent total like I am and like I help my clients get to is the springboard to a lot of other stuff. But focused on right now. 100% going from 90 to 100 is a $1,600 a month raise. So a client of mine, let's say that goes from 90 to 100 in 10 months, just for easy Army math here, 10 months, that is $16,000 in back pay over that first 10 months. And then the life-changing continue, like again, springboard and all this other stuff. And that's why my slide has green on it. So in order to maximize all these things, the VA, your state, and others require you to be 100% permanent and total like me and my clients. So it doesn't mean that all those have to be, but as you'll see, I call them the green bubbles. But there's a lot of green on there, and those are all different. And I know I'm kind of talking over here because I'm looking over there, but there's a lot of green on that slide, right? So you're going to want to talk to me very, very soon, as quickly as possible. Get on my calendar. So that's what I'm going to tell you every single time. Get on my calendar, send your people to me, look at my stuff. I do a money briefing every month, but sometimes during the holidays or summer, we'll take some time off. So that's being re-energized. You can find that through my website. There's an events tab on my website. There's also LinkedIn is where the event is through. So make sure you follow me on LinkedIn. That's my, I know people out there have like TikToks and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And that's not me. My professional people are on LinkedIn. So I'm maxed out on Facebook. I got like 5,000 connections. But anyway, my clients and people I like to be around are LinkedIn folks. So I call them professionals. So that's where my people are. But I help everybody. So please don't do that. Please don't deprecate and be like, oh, Albert, I didn't do the thing that you did. Man, who cares? Jesus doesn't care. I don't care. All right. So I don't care what you did, or as long as you served, you earned, talk to me about it, and let's get you on track towards your money. Because like I said, guys, there is too late, but there's never too early. All right. So talk to me now. All we get is today. And there's so much money out there that I just want to shake the living hell out of you guys and go, oh my God, how do you not see this? It's a pay chart. It's your pay chart. All you're doing every single day is losing out on it. And you're hurting yourself, but then there becomes a point where you're hurting others. And that's not okay. All right. So at least biblically, right? I'm looking over there to an open Bible. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I got to say that. All right, guys, I don't take up too much of your time. I love valuing you guys' time. I'm going to tell you something. I know Dan Bongino always said, like, tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. Guys, again, doesn't matter how long you served, months, years, decades, you have earned something. It doesn't matter how you got out, you've earned something. It doesn't matter when you're getting out, you've earned something. Talk to me. Teamwork. My Bible says take care of the people ahead of you, next to you, and behind you. We're not doing that enough because people just aren't doing that. So that's what I'm here to do. I love doing it every single day. It's a bittersweetness. I'm telling you, being on camera and telling you guys, I love it when you guys come running in the door. I love when you guys get wins and winnings, but then we all do the same thing. We're like, yay, no, man. Because only there are stats out there, guys. There's huge stats of, there's even if somebody out there has over 60,000 clients a month, that's huge. But you guys are out there, but you're not coming in. You're not taking care of yourself. You're just putting your head in the sand, and it shows. We all know it. We all know it. The truth, again, is you know it too. I know it, and I'm not trying to call you out negatively, but you know it. All right. So get on my calendar. Let's help you out. Happy to help you out. All right, guys. God bless. See you next time. Take care.